Okay. Lai 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 la la lai lai la la lai 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 lai. How beautiful and good it is for us to be here together. How beautiful and good it is for us to be here together. Together in unity as one. La 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 la. Together in unity as one. La 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 la. Hine matovu banai, shevet achim ham yachad. Hine matovu banai, shevet achim ham yachad. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Let there be love. Let there be love. Let there be joy. Let there be joy. Let there be joy. Let there be joy. Let there be light. Let there be light.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. In Hebrew, Yom Tov, good day. Hag Sameach, happy holidays. And in Yiddish, Fröhlichen Hanukkah, a cheerful Hanukkah to you. We are Olam. We are from Eugene. But Olam means eternal and infinite. And so we bring you wisdom from the ages, inspired by our rabbi, the late Hanan Sells. So you can find us at olam.org. And if you want to get on the email list, find us at olam.org@gmail.com or message me at Facebook at Olam. I'm Jordan Michaels. I'll be bringing you a story. Aruna, Beth Rose will be doing candles and a song. And following that, we'll be doing a concert with Rob Tobias and friends. And he'll introduce the friends a little later. Donations, if you like, can be given to support us, the music and the musicians at olam.org. There's a donation spot. So thank you very much, and I'll turn it over to a song with Aruna Beth.
In my window where you can send your glow from my menorah on newly fallen snow, I will set you my little candle on this the 8th night of Hanukkah. In my window where you can send your glow from my menorah on newly fallen snow, I will set you one little candle on this the 8th night of Hanukkah. One more time. In my window where you can send your glow from my menorah on newly fallen snow, I will set you 8 little candles on this the 8th night of Hanukkah. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. So please join us in lighting our Hanukkah candles. You got your candles ready, everybody? And we take the shamus candle, and we light them all. And please join me in the prayer. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hanukkah. And because this is the first time we're saying this prayer on the 8th night of Hanukkah for this year, we're going to sing the Shehechianu. Want to make sure all these candles are lit. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Amen.
Aruna, Beth, can you move the candles to the side now because the light's making you disappear.
Oh, the light's making me disappear? Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me get here. I was going to sing Ma'at Sur and welcome everybody with a round of Ma'at Sur. I'm going to move the candles closer to me and hopefully that will help. So between me and the candles, okay, we barely exist.
I think you're still, the light of the candles is causing a problem.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I can see myself. So here we are. Ma'at Sur Yeshuati. Sorry, we'll start again. Ma'at Sur Yeshuati. Lecha noe l'shabeach. Tikun beit tefilati. V'sham toda netzabeach. Li'itachim matbeach, mitzvot ha-matbeach, azimur b'shir mizmur, Hanukah ha-mizbeach, azimur b'shir mizmur, Hanukah ha-mizbeach. And now we'll have a story from Jordan.
Jordan in another disguise. Many Jews today can trace their roots back to what my grandparents called the old country. To them, the places they came from seemed worn out, superstitious, and impoverished. They came to the new country, which was smart, modern, rational, and scientific. Don't you too sometimes think we're better, more advanced, and wiser than our ancestors? But I suspect that if my grandparents were able to see the mess we have created, they would ask us to remember the ancestors as a blessing. They would tell us some colorful Yiddish that we might learn a great deal from the fools of the old country. All towns have their fools, but Kelm, in particular, was full of fools. Not just any fool, but very wise fools who weighed very important matters. For example, the 6th night of Hanukkah falls on the new moon of Tevet. It is the darkest night of the month, closest to the shortest day of the year. And so it was that the wise folks of Chelm sometimes debated whether it was the sun or the moon, which was more important. Shloimi, the baker, said, Es muss sein die Sonne. It must be the sun, as it provides bright light so we can work all day. Itzhak, the butcher, said, Es is de levone. The moon must be more important, as it can move the whole ocean. So they made a wager. They debated until finally they decided to bring the matter to the Rebbe. Reb Lieb was surely the wisest fool of all in Kelm. Reb Lieb put his finger to his head. He scratched his beard, and he thought for some time. It is the Lavone, of course. Does not it shinen in by Nacht when it is most needed? But the sun shines only during the day when it is light anyway. So it's not really needed at all. Well, as powerful an argument as this was, Shlomi remained unconvinced. We must consult a council of rebbes. St. Kilm had but one rebbe. The wager stood. One Shabbos, Shlomi traveled with the rebbe to Krakow. The baker had to get up before dawn to catch the early train back home to Kelm so that he could begin baking bread for the townsfolk. The innkeeper, as instructed, woke Shlomi promptly before sunrise. Not wanting to wake the rabbi, Shlomi got dressed in the dim light of the moon. He accidentally grabbed the rabbi's long gabardine gown and slid his arms through the sleeves. As he hurried through the cold streets to make the train, he wrapped his cloak around him for protection, never noticing the error. When he arrived at the station, the baker stopped short before his own reflection at the station mirror. Seeing the long gown, he exclaimed in anger, "Was a schmagegi that innkeeper is! I asked him to wake me, and instead he woke the Rebbe." Ever since that morning at the station, the baker was plagued with questions of identity. Wer bin ich? Who am I, really? How do I know I'm not a schwindel, an imposter? So he looked in the mirror. I look like Shlomi. I dress like a baker. I surely must be Shlomi the baker. Well, that seemed like a perfectly sensible and satisfactory answer, at least until one Friday afternoon, while preparing for Shabbos, when the men of the folk town took their customary mikvah in the public bath. Shlomi was removing his clothes, including his baker's hat and a smock, when he had a frightening thought. Without my clothing, no one will recognize me. They won't know it is I, Shlomi, the baker. I could be mistaken for Yosela, the shoemaker, and have to spend my days at a cobbler's bench. Or I might be taken for Moshe, the water carrier, obliged to carry heavy skins of water through the cold, early morning streets. Every Friday, as Shlomi undressed for the mikvah, his fear grew until he could bear it no longer. Finally, he came up with a solution. Before going to the baths, I will binden a roit streak. I will tie a red string, a room main knickel, around my ankle. The string will be proof of who I am. And now, as he sat naked in the bath, he began to worry. When he began to worry, he simply looked down at his feet, and seeing the string, he felt very confident as to who he was. He enjoyed his baths for several months this way. But then one day, a terrible thing happened. As he was getting dressed, his pants caught on the string, loosened the bow, didn't notice the string fall to the ground. Shlomi climbed out of the baths, feeling warm, clean, and happy. He felt so happy, he pinched himself to be sure it was really him. To be doubly sure, he looked down at his ankle for the red string. That would be proof beyond a doubt. But the string was not there. He panicked. Maybe it's not me. And if I'm not me, then who am I? He became paralyzed with terror. He sat sobbing and shaking. Now, meanwhile, the Rebbe was getting himself slowly from the bath. Reb Lee, being old and bent over with back pain, walked hunched with his head near the ground. From this perspective, he was always coming across odds and ends, which he would pick up and inspect. And as he climbed out, he saw such a stopen on the floor. He picked it up. What a nice piece of roit streakel, red string, the rabbi said to himself. Perhaps I can use it for something later. Since he was naked, without pockets, he tied the string around his ankle for safekeeping and shuffled on towards the changing area. There he found the baker, calling out in tears, Wer bin ich? Who am I? Who am I? Through the tears, Shlomi was unable to recognize the rabbi, seeing only a blur. But one thing was totally clear. This man had a red string around his ankle. Shlomi said, It is clear from your ankle that you must be Shloimi the baker. But do you have any idea who I might be? The Rebbe was very confused by this emotional rant, but as Shloimi slowly explained what had happened, the Rebbe understood. He explained to Shloimi, I am Reb Lieb. It is you that is Shloimi. I found your string on the ground. As the Rebbe returned the string to its rightful owner, Shloimi immediately tied it around his ankle, this time with a double knot. Feeling much better, he told himself, I'll never take this red string off again. The wise Rebbe had some advice for Shloimi. You might be better off to be less concerned with proving who you have been, but instead try to be more curious about who you are becoming. Ask Hashem, the nameless one, who shall I be today? And then patiently await your answer. To be continued.
Thank you, Rebbe. I was dreaming of Hanukkah candles, and they seemed to be living and bright. They each had a story to tell me as I watched their glowing light. 'Twas a story of hope and of yearning, and of prayers made in days long gone by, so that we'll keep a spark of light burning and not let its ember die. La 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 la. Lie, 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 lie. La 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 la. La 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 la. Lie, lie, la 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. I was never thrilled so sincerely. The candles held me in their spell, and then I heard a voice clearly, the voice of Israel. I was dreaming of Hanukkah candles, and they seemed to be living and bright. They each had a story to tell me as I watched their glowing light. 'Twas a story of hope and of yearning, and of prayers made in days long gone by, so that we'll keep a spark of light burning and not let its ember die. I was never thrilled so sincerely. The candles held me in their spell, and then I heard a voice clearly, the voice of Israel. And they call on us all to endeavor to make life for our loved ones supreme, so our people could go on forever. That's my Hanukkah candle dream.
A beautiful dream. Thank you, Aruna, Beth. Rob, here we go. The very next morning was the 7th day of Hanukkah. Shloimi woke early. As he did his morning prayers, he remembered the Rebbe's words and added a new prayer. Hashem, nameless one, what shall be my name today? And he walked out the door towards his bakery. He hadn't gone a block before he ran into Itza, the butcher. Oh, good morgen, mein Freund. Was tut sich? What's up? Itzhak replied, Gar nicht, nothing. Oh yes, I will need 2 Hanas und 6 Kikelaka cookies. one for each of my kinder, to celebrate the last night of Hanukkah. Suddenly, Shlomi felt his prayers had been answered. God has spoken me through your lips, Itzhak. Hashem says, Shlomi, bake for Itzhak and his beautiful kinder. Today I weiß in mein hearts, I know in my heart, that I am Shlomi the baker, on my way to bake challahs and kikalaka for you, Itzhak, and your kinder. Yo, a dunk. Yes, thank you, Itzhak. And today I realize that you have won the bet. The moon is indeed more important than the sun. Hashem is the transcendent one, but it is us here in Chelm that do God's work. Similarly, the sun produces all the light, but it is the moon that does the hard work of reflecting to light the night sky. Here, take my red string. He bent carefully, undid the knots, and handed it to Itzhak. It has been most precious to me, but I won't need the string anymore. And as Shlomi walked off towards the bakery, he called back, Itzhak, bring the family to Hanukkah celebration tonight. Itzhak stood stunned for a while before putting the string in his pocket and walking on to the butcher shop. As he stood there, though, he silently contemplated the logic of the baker. He felt the sun rising warm in his face, and as the townfolk began to fill the streets, he felt the pull of the new day's work awaiting him. He thought to himself, maybe the baker was right all along before. Maybe it's the sun that's more important. It rises every day and recreates a brand new day. When Itzhak got home after a good day's work, his kids greeted him at the door. Papa, we're making candles for Hanukkah. Do you have any supplies? Being a butcher, Itzhak had lots of lard to make candles for him. But what shall I give them for a wick? Just then he remembered the red string in his pocket. Here is your wick, mein Kinder. Enough for named licht. One for each night, plus a shamus to light them. That night, the two families lit the 9 candles. They ate the kikalaka. They played games. And the red wicks burned away in the Hanukkah candles. The butcher and the baker never thought again about whether it was the sun or the moon that was more important. They knew that the most important light was right here, the light of joy in their hearts and the light of hope for a better world.
Wow, just in time to sing Oh Hanukkah. Thank you, Jordan, and welcome to everybody out there. May you feel the light in this season, the miraculous light that burned, oil that burned for 8 nights instead of 1. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are dancing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Hanukkah, oi Hanukkah, yontif a sheder, a lustiger, a freiliger, niet noch a zoiner. Alle Nachen dreht lach spielen wir, zu dick hesi Latkes essen wir. Geschwinder sind Kinder, die dinneke Lefkele go. Zotal hanissim, und Gott vor den Nissim, den Gott gecher tanzen in Kohn. Zotal hanissim, und Gott vor den Nissim, Gott gecher tanzen in Kohn. Join us. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are dancing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Eveinu shalom aleichem, Eveinu shalom aleichem, Eveinu shalom aleichem, Eveinu shalom 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 aleichem, Eveinu shalom aleichem, Eveinu shalom aleichem, Eveinu shalom aleichem, Eveinu shalom 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 aleichem. I Last time, oh Hanukkah, everyone join. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are dancing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Happy Hanukkah!
Happy Hanukkah. Thank you. And thank you for the Yiddish lyrics too. And Rob, are you there? We can't see you.
I'm coming
And
on.
now Rob
Okay, very
Tobias is offering great music coming up next in about a minute. So yay, Rob and friends. And thank you, Jordan, for a lovely story. And I hope you all have a good Hanukkah as the light comes back into the darkness. Yay.
Switch it to white once I get over there and start chatting a little bit. Whoops, I got somebody.
You missed.
Hi there. You hear me okay, Jordan?
Yeah, you sound good.
All right. Well, that was nice. Thank you to Aruna Beth and Jordan Michaels representing Olam. That's our Jewish renewal group that sort of continued the work of Rabbi Hanan. And we're going to do a song that Hanan used to do. I've got some friends here with me. But this song is called We Must Not Despair. Always a good reminder, especially when it gets dark and the world is full of surus, as they say, trouble. It's good to remind ourselves to keep joy alive. Though a difficult time has come upon us, our joy must fill the air. We must not lose our faith in living. We must not despair. Though a difficult time has come upon us, our joy must fill the bim, chitty bum, chitty bim bum, bim bum, bim bum. Chitty bim, chitty bum, chitty bim bum, bim bum, bim bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bum. Hope is the muscle, fear is the obstacle. When we are courageous, the path becomes clear. Doing what scares us, our spirits will be lifted. When we are determined, our hearts are free and clear. A chitty bim, chitty bum, chitty bum, chitty bum, a chitty bim bum, bim bum, bim bum. Chitty bim, chitty bum, chitty bum, chitty bum, chitty bim bum, bim bum, bim bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bum. Hi, Kathy. Where every little prayer, every act of kindness, every good deed is like a note right on pitch. So gather up your good notes, create a melody, and let that be our music, so we will not despair. A chitty bim, chitty bum, a chitty bum, chitty bim, a chitty bim bum, bim bum, bim bum. Chitty bim, chitty bum, chitty bum, chitty bim, chitty bim bum, bim bum, bim bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oi, chitty bitty bitty bum. A chitty bim, chitty bum, chitty bum, chitty bim, a chitty bim bum, bim bum, bim bum. Chitty bim, chitty bum, chitty bum, chitty bim, chitty bim bum, bim bum, bim bum. Oh, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oh, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oh, chitty bitty bitty bim bum bum. Oh, chitty bitty bitty bum. Though a difficult time has come upon us, our joy must fill the air. We must not lose our faith in living. We must not despair. Though a difficult time has come upon us, our joy must fill the air. Yeah. Some difficult times over this last year for some of us. But joy keeps us alive. Is that a song somewhere? I know.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I'm going to share a few Hanukkah tunes that I've written, some that I haven't written, and some that are questionable whether they're Hanukkah tunes, but they're tunes that seem to speak to me in this moment anyway. This one's called Burn On, and I used the civil rights melody, Keep Our Eyes on the Prize. I thought it related a little bit to the Maccabee story. Judas Maccabee was a man who dared to make a stand, and those flames of freedom burn on. When those Maccabees, they were wrong, they stood together strong, and those flames of freedom burn on. Burn on, burn on. May the flames of freedom burn on. They chased their enemies all away, had enough oil for just one day. But those flames of freedom burned on. We know their sacrifice was great. For 8 nights we dedicate these flames of freedom. Burn on, burn on, burn on. May the flames of freedom burn on. Light the menorah from left to right. Put it in the window in plain sight. May the flames of freedom burn on. With the light of hope, the light of peace. May the joy in all increase. May the flames of freedom burn on. Burn on. Flames of freedom burn on. And may these flames of freedom burn on. Yeah. Any comments on there that says, hey, we can't hear a thing. What's going on?
Must be doing something right.
Well, nicely done, Rob.
Yeah. Oh, outside you did? Oh, awesome. Cool. Well, then we'll carry forth as if we're sounding okay there out in internet land. Yes. Next song is a song that I wrote a few years ago called Just Takes One Light. And I relate it to the Hanukkah story because it's about one person or one small action causing reaction. No. As in, the concert where nobody's dancing and somebody gets up and starts acting funny, doing the frug or something. And
everybody gets up and dances.
Yeah, first they laugh and scoff at them. And then the second person gets up, and then the third, and then everybody gets up. But
that's what they want. Chain reaction.
Yeah. It's all about somehow starting things out. Oh, Kathy gets to start this one. Just takes one light, one miracle of light, one light to lift our spirits high. It just takes one light,
one light,
one miracle of light,
one light.
and we know we will survive. They say nothing is sacred. A burning candle is just here and gone. But belief can be mighty. Sometimes the good fight can be won. Just takes one light,
One light,
one miracle of light,
one light.
to lift our spirits high. It just takes one light,
One light,
one miracle of light,
one light.
and we know we will survive. When the darkness surrounds you and your back is up against the wall, it's amazing what's possible. And even the smallest can feel 10 feet tall. It just takes one light,
One light,
one miracle of light,
one light.
to lift our spirits high. Just takes one light,
One light,
a miracle of light,
one light.
and we know we will survive. Could be you, could be me. It won't come easily. It takes courage to be the one to show us how to be free. Just takes one light,
One light,
a miracle of light,
one light.
to lift our spirits high. It just takes one light,
One light,
miracle of light,
one light.
and we know we will survive. Brooke, you might as well take one. It just takes one light,
One light,
a miracle of light,
one light.
to lift our spirits high. It just takes one light,
One light,
a miracle of light,
one light.
and we know we will survive. Just takes one light, one light. Yes, thank you. I'm joined here by Brook Adams on the guitar over there and an occasional vocal, and Kriss Crowley singing, and her sister Kathy Burleson. And Barry Burleson is in the room helping with the technology. My name's Rob Tobias. What fun to be able to share some of these tunes with you. Hope it's okay out there in the world where you are. Sounding good. This is the 8th night. I wrote one a while back called 8 Nights for this season, and tells a little story. Yeah, go ahead, Brooke.
I was just going to say, so this accounts for all of the nights. You
I know.
rolled them into one.
We did. We're just picking up on the end of this holiday. For 8 nights, we light the lights. Remember the freedom fighters. 8 nights, increase the light. Each night a little brighter, 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 brighter. What can I say about the Maccabees? Who took back the temple by force, who refused to bow down or be pushed around, fought back, raised up their voice. With just a day's worth of oil to relight the altar, a miracle came to be. They burned for 8 days and nights for the Israelites. They celebrated mightily. And now for 8 nights we light the lights. Remember the freedom fighters. For 8 nights increase the light. Each night a little brighter, 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 brighter. On the first night, let there be light. Let the shamas set the others to flame. On the second and third, let songs be heard. On the fourth, play the cradle game. On 5 and 6, light more candlesticks, let them glow in the dark winter night. On 7 and 8, the gifts are great, we're in awe of this glorious sight. And 8 nights we light the light. Remember the freedom fighters. 8 nights increase the light. Each night a little brighter, 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 brighter. The light, remember the freedom fighters. 8 nights, increase the light. Each night a little brighter, 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 brighter. Keep singing it. Brighter, brighter, brighter. Yeah, remember the freedom fighter. 8 nights, 8 nights, for 8 nights we light the lights. Remember the freedom fighter. 8 nights increase the light. Each night a little brighter. Ooh, that's pretty.
Nice one, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Some say that's the best thing you can do in life, is make the light a little brighter for somebody else.
Stakes one.
Yep. Let's see. We're moving on. Got a few more songs for you. Hope some people have joined in. This is, we're into the songwriter section of the, sharing a couple of songs by friends of mine. This is a Rich Glauber song. Rich is maybe joining in with us from way down in Guadalajara or somewhere in Mexico right now. Yeah. So, hey, Rich, if you're with us, here's Burning Tonight. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, hallelujah. It's burning tonight. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, hallelujah. It's burning tonight. Now there's a flame of hope that will never say die. It's burning tonight. And there's a story written in the candlelight. It's burning tonight. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, hallelujah. It's burning tonight. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, hallelujah. It's burning tonight. Keep it going.
Hanukkah,
This miracle, this moment, is burning tonight. More powerful than the ocean. It's burning tonight. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, hallelujah. It's burning tonight. Yes, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, hallelujah. It's burning tonight. There's a light shining all creation. It's burning tonight. Oh, let it shine down on every generation. And it's burning tonight. Yes, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, hallelujah. It's burning tonight. Yeah. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, hallelujah. It's burning tonight. Yes. This miracle, this moment, is burning tonight. It's more powerful than the ocean. It's burning tonight. Flame of hope that'll never say die. It's burning tonight. A story written in the candlelight. It's burning tonight. Oh, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, hallelujah. It's burning tonight. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, hallelujah. It's burning tonight. Yay. Yes, Rich. It's a good one. Eighth night. Lots of burning. The culmination. Why 8 nights, you say? I don't know. That seems to be a lot of Jewish holidays are week-long celebrations. And the rabbis decided that just a military victory wasn't enough to celebrate. That having a little bit of light and the miracle of the oil lasting more than one day, which it was, they only had a small amount of oil. And so, what would a holiday be without a little miracle? Like, where's the food? When do we eat? Yeah. So I'll play a little harmonica on this one. This one is a Ben Bachner song. For those that didn't know Ben, he's no longer with us except in spirit. Hello, Ben.
Hey,
I used to play a little harmonica with him, and I like this song. It's called Free When I Dream. And yeah, just a reminder that for people down and out, people in this Hanukkah story, like they couldn't practice when they were told to do something, and they had to fight for their freedom. And things are a little bit weird out there, we might say. And so it's good to hold on to our dreams. Been reading the news. I just got to say, we're losing our freedom more and more each day, and the statue of liberty is fading away. Free when I dream, I'm free when I dream, free when I dream, free when I dream. They're listening in to our conversations. They know who we talk to. They shape what we see. They deceive and distort with disinformation. Free when I dream, free when I dream, free when I dream, free when I dream. They say we can't fight them. They say we can't fight them, because they got the power, got their machine. But I've got a light, and it shines in the darkness. Free when I dream, I'm free when I dream, free when I dream, free when I dream, free when I, free when I, free when I dream, free when I dream, free when I dream. You can put me in chains, hold me in bondage, batter my body, take my dignity, but you can't touch my spirit, 'cause I'm living in it. I'm free when I dream, I'm free when I dream, free when I dream, free when I dream, free when I, free when I, free when I dream, free when I dream, free when I. The hour is coming, this will be over, the fever will break, We'll all be free, we'll embrace one another like sisters and brothers. Free when I dream, I'm free when I dream. Free when I dream, free when I dream. Free when I dream, free when I dream. Free when I dream, free when I dream. I can still see her face shining over the ocean. Can still hear her voice calling to me, and it still fills my heart with loving emotion. I'm free when I dream, I'm free when I dream. Free when I dream, I'm free when I dream. Free when I, free when I, free when I dream. Free when I dream. Free when I dream. Free when I, free when I, free when I dream. Free when I dream. Free when I dream. Oh, Ben would have liked us to go on a little bit longer, probably, with that one. Yeah. He could sing that chorus for a long time. Yeah. Well, we're up to our little closing number here. And this is one Rabbi Hanan taught me. He used to just sing it a cappella, but made a few chords out of it, and I'm not sure exactly where it came from. This is Nathan and might have been his friends in Hawaii. Nathan and yeah, it'll come to me. But this is about passing on the light, and it will turn off automatically, please. What is? There's a message on the machine there. Can't quite, but. Hopefully I'm not frozen or anything. Oh, I see. The TV just turned off.
That's it's just the monitor.
This is called Pass the Light On, as in if your cup is overflowing, maybe share a little bit, and the next generation, hopefully they'll be lighting candles down the line in a better world. Light one candle, pass the light on. Kindle some hope before all hope is gone. Seek out a song of peace until we sing with one voice. Light one candle, pass the light on. Light one candle, pass the light on. Kindle some hope before all hope is gone. Seek out a song of peace until we sing with one voice. Light one candle, pass the light on. Light one candle past the light on. Kindle some hope before our hope is gone. Seek out a song of peace until we sing with one voice. Light one candle past the light on. Light one candle past the light on. Kindle some hope before all hope is gone. Seek out a song of peace until we sing with one voice. Light one candle past the light on. Yay. We came, we lit. Thank you, my friends here. Brook Adams on guitar, Kriss Crowley on voice and mandolin, and Kathy Burleson playing sweet violin and singing, and Barry Burleson helping behind the scenes.
The man behind the scenes.
Yeah, there he is. And thank you, Olam, for opening things up with the story and the songs from Jordan and Beth. Much appreciated. And yeah, now I get to look and see if there's any comments. And this will be up online, I suppose, at Rob Tobias Videos. Please subscribe. And what have I forgotten? Ocho? Oh, I've forgotten the whole song, haven't I? Pretend we left and came back for an encore.
We have to. Yeah, it's too cute.
I totally.
This is one to sort of send it out.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it on a more upbeat notion. Thank you, guys. I was gonna pass on this thing, but this is Baruch Adams' big chance at singing some.
All right, man.
Yeah. This is a fun song. Ocho Candelicas, which is Ladino, I suppose. You might
Ladino,
call it.
yes, indeed. Yeah. It's almost like Spanish, but not quite.
Yeah.
Especially the counting.
We're going to take it around with an instrumental to begin.
1, 2. Do it again. Hanukkah linda está aquí. 8 candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí. 8 candelas para mí. Oh, un candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí.
Hanukkah party is here. It happens at the darkest time of year. We light our candles for 8 nights. Eat and dance by candlelight. Oh.
Un candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí.
freedom holiday. Games we play. Eating latkes always great. For 8 nights we celebrate.
Un candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, 8 candelas para mí.
I just want to keep it going.
Happy Hanukkah.
Can we have take 2 on that one? Yeah.
Actually, our favorite would have been Ocho. Ocho.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Ocho. Uh-oh. I thought you were just saying ocho, 8 nights. Yeah, right. We did that one. Wait. Ocho candelicas, the little candles. All right. I guess we're signing off.
Okay. That was good. I'm glad we ended with that.
Well,
That was lovely.